Anchor man, we are doing it live. Are we doing it
Doing it
live?
live?
Let's do it live.
Doing it live.
Tough L.
Oh,
Tough
wait.
L.
We're
that the
live right
Bulls-
now, right now?
We're live right now, right now, right now. In case you were wondering, P.Kidd, we are live right now.
Oh, thank you, Pat. All right.
Tough loss tonight by the Chicago Bulls.
For those who don't
Um,
know, that is his running joke with me. He will literally press live and then
for
have
sure.
a different conversation for the first couple of minutes and then say, "Oh yeah, we're live." It's like, thanks.
Absolutely. It's a must. It's a must at this point. Kid, we saw the Bulls get down big. We saw the Bulls do their typical, a team that I guess you can take some solace in saying they don't quit, they don't give up, a team that continued to fight the entire night. But too little, too late, as many like to say. What did you see from the Chicago Bulls tonight that that you liked and that you disliked?
Well, for one, I'm going to start with the dislike. We didn't come out with enough energy to start the game, and because we didn't come out with that energy, we played from a depth. We were always behind. We had to. We were playing with the deficit the entire time, and so we know we're capable of putting up the points. We saw that we can, whether it came from Kobe, White, Larry Markin, or whatever. We were able to put up the points. Remember, we are top 5 when it comes to points per game. I think we're probably top 10 now that some changes have been made league-wise in the last couple of weeks. But at one point, we were definitely top 5, definitely top 4 to say that. So we know we can definitely fill up the scoreboard. We just weren't doing it. And we actually came within striking distance of this game to actually pull out a W, despite the fact that we shot horribly from 3.
Horribly.
We never got it above 20%.
I mean, one of the worst.
16% from 3.
Has to be one of the worst shooting nights the Chicago Bulls have ever had.
16%.
Not ever. Okay, not ever. This
year.
You
are actually on point. Listen, they're 36. They're 6 and 36 from 3. They took 36 3-pointers and hit 6.
Yeah.
The last time I saw a stat line like that, Houston Rockets was getting put out the playoffs. I'm dead serious.
That's a great point right there. By the way, if you guys are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. Also, just make sure that you guys are liking the video in the chat so that we can get as many Bulls fans as we can in here. That one got ugly early, and the Bulls kind of slowly fought their way back into it. But I think the thing for me is that you have to continue to fight the entire game. And we're not seeing that fight until it's too late. We're not seeing that fight until the Bulls are down huge. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of want to zero in on the guy that's supposed to be your number 2, the guy that's supposed to be your number 2 scorer on this team. As we look at a stat line for one Larry Markkinen, I mean, hold on, I'm on the wrong Knicks game here. I was like, man, we won. What did I watch? Larry Markkinen on 3 of 8. That's the first thing you need to say. 8 on 3 of 8 shooting. Had 9 points. And here's the one that I'm sorry. This is gonna piss me off to no end. 4 rebounds. You are 7 feet 240. I don't care if Mitchell Robinson. I was gonna say something blasphemous right there. I was gonna say I don't care if he Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No, you care if he Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But yeah, you getting done up. You're getting done up. But here goes back to that mindset. We saw Larry Markkinen only being aggressive in the end of the third and the fourth quarter. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable.
It is. It is. On top of that, it was a couple of things that I saw. You know, I saw him starting to call for the ball more in the fourth and things of that nature. But 0 for 4 from 3. You know what? I can't. You know what? I have to take a step back. I can't really fault him for that. Because, yes, the last game, he hit 7 in a row? Not
Talking
7
about
of them.
Lowry? Yeah.
Lowry, yeah. You know what? Some of those shots I actually can't take away from him. I will say that they did a
The
great
three I
job.
won't fault him for. The three I won't fault him for.
Yeah.
I will fault you for not taking enough shots, though. What game have you seen AD or LeBron James or Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, the guys who are premier guys in this league, not take 8 shots? You see them games when they take 8 shots, when they 7 for 8, and they facilitated everybody else to be great.
The crazy thing is, I mentioned it before. He'd give me 30. He'll give me 8. Next, he'll give me 8 or 9 the next time. And it's who he's been. And remember the stat I gave you before. He's still top 10 at his position.
Oh, for
sure.
But
the drop off from the top 3 to the bottom 3 in that top 10 is dramatic.
Yeah.
And so that's the key difference there. We got to stop expecting him to be someone he may not be. He is probably a certified 2 or 3. He's probably that's probably his role right now. Right? We know who our 1 is. And so let's be honest. We needed to see more from one person in particular, and that's Kobe White.
I can't say one person in particular, but we definitely needed to see more from Kobe White as well.
I'm gonna tell you why I need to see.
I'm not going to take away from it, but we can't let Lowry hide in this just because Kobe didn't play well.
I can't let him hide. You're absolutely right. He deserves all the smoke you have for him, right? But Lowry gave me 30 last game. Kobe gave me the same amount of points he gave me today. In fact, it's actually kind of worse. And he took all these shots and didn't give me enough. He barely got these assists up. So at this point, I'm still operating at a deficit. Listen, he was 4 for 13. He hits 2 extra shots. This is a tie game.
Right.
Still under 50%, but it's a tie game, right? So I hate to play the blame game because we really shouldn't. We really shouldn't do that to these players. We really shouldn't. We should celebrate the fact that Thad Young went 9 of 11 from the field, gave us 19 points, and filled up the stat line from all that. We really should relish in that. But I mean, we came into this season expecting Kobe White to take
but we're not going to.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I came into the season, you came into the season expecting Kobe White to give us more, saying that he can give us 20 points a game. He hasn't given me 20 in a very long time. When's the last time he scored 20 points?
That's a great question. I'm not even going to stunt with you.
And I'm gonna give you another stat line just real quick. Check this take out, right? Julius Randle didn't really kill us. We knew he was going to give us 23, 24 points a game. He gave us 27.
Here's the thing, though. It was the timeliness of it. It was like every time we would fight back within 5 or within 3, it was like, all right, give Jude the ball. And then like he would like bump that, fade away, pop that mug in his face, and it was like, oh.
But fourth quarter, what happened? Disappeared. He walked into the fourth quarter with about 23 points. He didn't score much then, right? And so he didn't really kill us. We just got demoralized early and we didn't score. But he just did what he was going to do regardless. He's averaging a double-double. He's averaging 22, 23 points a game and 11 rebounds. He gave us 27 and 6.
Here's your point totals for Kobe White over the last 10 games. 9, 22, 0 in 25 minutes played. I must have missed that game. 10, 18.
Whoa. He had 0 in 25 minutes played?
According to this, it was the Dallas game. How did we miss that? I don't remember that.
He was just running and jumping. Huh? How many turnovers did he have?
1.
Oh, okay. So he had more turnovers than points. I got you. All right.
But 22, 0, 10, 18, 14, 5, 20, 13, and 13. Now, can guys have a sophomore slump? Absolutely, they can. Is this a normal sophomore year for Kobe White? Absolutely, it's not. Kobe White still hasn't played a full 82-game season due to COVID last year. But Kobe's getting the number 1 looks. Last season, we were saying Kobe wasn't getting the number 1 looks. That's why he's not doing this on a consistent basis. Kobe's now getting the number 1 looks. Kobe is now getting the number 1 point guard looks. He's getting the number 1 option looks. Heck, sometimes on the floor, he's getting the number 1 scoring option look, and he is not producing. And I know we can say, well, he's a young guy. You got to let him grow. You got to let him figure it out. That's fine. That's fine. But is this a slump or is this the player we drafted at 7?
No, this is not a slump because I can't let you get away with, and it's not a personal attack. It's all love, but I can't let you get away with defending him so much because there's too many players that are in the same position that are doing something different.
What'd you hear about that was defending?
To call it a slump, it's not a slump.
Oh no, that was just a question I was throwing out there. I didn't say I thought it was.
It's not a slump.
Hey, look, if this was a slump, so far most of his career has been a slump, except for a month, which is what we've seen be consistent with the players that Garpax drafted. It's tough. It's tough where we're at right now. Let's see some of these comments here. This season is about trying out some players. This is why they do not want to rush contract extension talk with Larry Facts. AK knows his thing. Our postseason is going to be more interesting. I agree with that. And I have to say that Nick Friedel's report was pretty damning because when you look at how plugged in he is, when you look at how in touch he was, not just with the D Rose Bulls, but with the Bulls where they were a couple years ago. I mean, he was there for the beginning of Boylan. Like, he still knows pretty much everybody in that building except AK and Billy Donovan and maybe Mark Eversley. Oh, by the way, he knows them because he went over to the West Coast and watched them when he was in Golden State. So the fact that he put out a report that the Bulls are really not interested in Lowry. Lowry is playing for his Chicago Bulls life right now. And to me, it goes back to what I said before. Lowry Markkanen, to me, is a Andrew Wiggins type player. Now, his shot totals have been better than Wiggins this season. His percentages have been better than Wiggins this season. But would you believe, or would you agree with me, that Andrew Wiggins has all the God-given talent to be one of the best players in the NBA? The talent. When he has a game where he's on, games where he's on versus some of the best in the league.
Nah.
Really?
No.
To me, it's all mindset. Wiggs.
You know who he reminds me of? Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford, Lou Will, people who can get you a bucket, people who can give you timely buckets, people who can give you nice spurts, but no one you can make the focal point. And those players prove never to be focal points of their team. You depend on their production, but you don't depend on it to the point where you're looking for them to get that bucket at the end of the game. You're looking to set you up. You're looking at them to really come off your bench and do. I think that's who Andrew Wiggins is. And it's kind of weird because we celebrate Jay Crossover. We celebrate the Lou Wills and stuff like that. But realistically, that's what Andrew is. But the funny thing is, Laurie's not that. Laurie's not even that for us. So it still proves your point, though.
To me, it's because when you needed them in those moments off of the bench, they were mentally able to give you that production. That's why we look at Lou Will and Jay Crow the way we do. And Mike Nice, Wiggins is giving you 20 points a night. That's right now 20 games into the season. We watched Wiggins in Minnesota. And let me tell you, as Bulls fans, we watched Wiggins in Minnesota. Wiggins had nights where he would give you 7. Wiggins had nights where he would give you 10. Wiggins had nights where he would show you no heart, no aggressiveness. When Andrew Wiggins is aggressive, and this is why I make the comparison. When Andrew Wiggins is aggressive, there's not many people in the NBA that can slow him down. Even what we saw the other night, think about what we saw the other night versus Golden State. Or versus, not Golden State, versus Boston. Tatum and them couldn't slow him down.
I love the take. I really do. It's just weird because I never looked at Wiggins as, I know what he was hailed as and stuff like that, but in hindsight, he's really had a decent career. He's really,
he's had to make a Minnesota comparison. He's had a J.R. Rider career.
Nah, I think his career's been better than that. And statistically, it has been.
I'll bet you their numbers are very comparable.
J.R. Rider?
J.R. Rider. I bet you we'll have to look that up on the sidebar because me and Kid will go on a tangent about that for about 3 hours. These are the conversations we have. These are the conversations we have off the chat. Let's see. Yeah, Wiggins is way more aggressive than Lowry and much better rebounder. Hey, listen, I'm talking about a mindset. I'm telling you, when the mindset is there, when Wiggins is aggressive, and y'all also gotta understand too, everybody in this chat were the same people that were like, Lowry, this is why you gotta wait on him. This is why you gotta wait on him, which I'm fine with. I agree you gotta wait on him. But is his mindset, huh?
Wait on who exactly?
On Lowry. Wait on Lowry till the end of the season to see if you're gonna pay him, essentially, is what they were talking about.
Let me ask you an important question. Real quick, and this is for everybody in the chat. Please chime in. Would you play Luka Doncic at the 4?
No. In this NBA, maybe.
Would you have him play the 4 against the Knicks?
Would I have him play the 4 against the Knicks?
Would you have him play the 4 against the Knicks?
No.
Follow me for a second. Would you have him play the 4
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Why?
He doesn't have the mass to do it. And he's not a good defender either, but he doesn't have the mass to stop a 4.
All right. Follow me for this. Everybody in the chat, follow me for a second. We're asking Lowry to do things based off his height, but not based off his skill set and not based off of his build. Lowry is 7 feet. He looks great, but he's never played big. He's never played big. We forced him to play big. Yeah. And because we're forcing him to play big, we're not getting that consistent. Like right now, he had to contend by himself almost on an island to actually play big and score. It's hard for some people to do both. I give you case in point. AD doesn't play both ends of the floor like that.
But let me ask you this.
We're asking a lot from him, and we need to give him more support. Now, you put Lauri Markkanen next to another big.
I agree with that.
Traditional big, I think he eats 20 points consistently, and that's his average.
I agree with that. If you put him next to a solid big, he definitely becomes a better player. But I'll ask you this. To your point, why was he able to do it Monday?
How did he do it Monday?
He did it from the 3-point line, but he also was
That pause right there. He did it from the 3-point line.
He did it from the 3-point line, but his aggressiveness to take shots and his aggressiveness to attack the paint made his 3-point shot much more deadly. Because he was when you can attack on both ends, that's what I'm saying. Lowry, to me, if he takes away an aspect of his game, that's when he fails.
Let me ask you this. I'll give you a European grade. I know it's not. We can sit there and say, oh, you talk about his height, talk about his weight and all that stuff. There's no excuse. Say, listen, there's a lot of people in the league based off their height, based off their build, that should be doing something else, but they're not. We don't expect James Harden to bang in the post. Yeah. Based off his build, he definitely should be in the post. He's not in the post, right? You can't sit there and change somebody's game that much. I give you another one. Dirk never averaged 10 rebounds. Dirk never. He got close. He got real close, but never his prime. He didn't average 10 rebounds.
Dirk also never was close to 240.
That's actually not true either. He was actually very close to 240. But what do we know Dirk for?
The fadeaway.
His finesse game.
Yeah.
We don't know him to be a bang. Could he at times? Yeah. Did he have to? Yeah. That's the era he grew up in, right? He had to go against the KGs and stuff like that. But even then, he wasn't in the post banging. He wasn't banging against Shaq.
No. When he wasn't even guarding Shaq.
He wasn't even guarding Shaq. So guess what? Somebody else was in that position. We're literally.
I'm wrong. 245 for Dirk.
Listen, if we were to play that Lakers team right now, just hypothetically, we'd be like, Laurie, we need you to go down there and help on Shaq. We can't do that. Yeah. That's not his game. Right? So we can't start asking these people to do stuff that they're not good at. Laurie gave us all these buckets, all the games that I look back, because I made the video about it. He made it for the 3-point line.
Facts.
He's shooting his way into those buckets. So guess what? Let that man shoot.
But I'm fine. But here's the thing: you're fine with him shooting, right? You're fine with Lowry taking his shots. But Lowry's shots are not effective when all anybody thinks he's going to do is shoot. Lowry's shots are effective when people are like, oh, snap, he might drive past me and two-hand yam this thing. That's what Lowry
can do that at times.
And he can. And he gave it to you on Monday. But here's the thing.
He put somebody on poster today.
Facts. Oh, yeah. Oh, prayers up for you. Too. Hey, prayers up for you. That's going on somebody's wall in Finland. But here's the thing. When somebody bucks back at him, let's be honest, Monday, the Knicks just didn't see Lowry coming. They were just like, apparently we haven't watched none of his games because I didn't expect him to do any of this. And so they never really gave him, they never really bodied up to him. Today we saw Mitchell Robinson on him. We saw Julius Randle really banging with him, not allowing him to get that open shot. We saw them switching consistently on him. And when teams do that, when teams focus on him, which is what's going to happen if you plan on being a star in this league, when teams focus on him, he shrivels. And that, to me, is the biggest problem I have with Lowry marketing right now. And it's something that when you get into these games, you see that there's no number two. Thad Young is great. I love the contribution Thad Young gave the Bulls tonight. When you look at his contribution that he's given the Bulls these last couple of weeks, it's crazy. I love it. But
highlight that comment for me about Porzingis.
Which one? Where we at?
Lowry is just Porzingis 2.0. Hey, listen. You pull up. Do me a favor, everyone in the chat. Look up Lowry's average this season and pull up Porzingis All-Star year. Tell me who you'd rather have.
You know why I'd rather have Porzingis?
Mentality. That's all it is.
Yes.
That's all you have.
Hey, look. Yes. You know why? Because I watched Porzingis put 40 on Muggs, and the only reason he was putting 40 on Muggs is because he was like, you're smaller than me. And you weigh less. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to push you out of the way and dominate you on the other end.
I'm sorry,
bro. Listen. If you want to talk about his scoring, you say, if he had a big with him, he'd be able to shoot better. I'll agree with you. If you want to talk about that he's not the guy that's going to go down there and bang to get his bucket, I'll agree with you. And he's 7 feet tall, 240, bro. Bro, he's 7 feet.
Porzingis has been injured. He's doing stuff. Hey, mentally, yeah, he wants to get out there and do it, but his body can't do it.
Listen. I'm not asking him that. 7 feet 240, bro. You can't give me 6 rebounds, bro.
Credit on that,
bro. 6 rebounds, bro. 6 rebounds.
I get you.
You can't give me 6 rebounds, bro.
I get you.
You should be able to get in the paint. I don't care. Every other point I agree with you on. I think that Lowry is a finesse guy. I think that Lowry can be one of those guys. He's not going to have the mentality. I don't think he's going to develop the mentality that I need him to have to be that number 2 on your team. Now, can he be a number 3? Yeah, he's a guy that's going to put up 18 to 20 points a game. Some games he's going to pop off for 30. That's a guy you want to have on your team, right? But your number 2's got to have a mentality of an assassin.
I think Lauri
your number 1's got that mentality. Zach LaVine's got it.
Lauri Markkanen's ceiling is Paul Gasol.
That's a high ceiling, dog.
Not really.
That's a high ceiling.
How many times? Hey, listen, you and I both know we call Paul soft a lot.
We definitely.
Hey, listen.
Hey, look.
Down there. We call him soft a lot.
Oh yeah, down low. Come on, bro. Powell shouldn't even been there. What's he doing down there? Like, he was listening to opera in the paint. He was listening to opera in the paint. But here's the thing. If you kicked it out to Powell with the game on the line, you better believe Powell was gonna knock that shot down because he knew what he was good at. I can't say that right now about Lowry. If one side of Lowry, if Powell wasn't getting it in the paint, Powell would look you in your face and dot you up. That's a mindset.
For everyone that says Paul got rebounds, who was he standing next to when he got him?
Well, no, you got to think about Powell on the Bulls too. Powell was a 5 on the Bulls. Powell was boarding on the Bulls too.
Who was our 4?
Taj Gibson. Well, no, who was our 4 during that? It was
Taj. He was the 4. Who was our 5 then?
Oh, you're right, Joakim. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So yeah, it's easy to get 10 rebounds when you're boxing out the person you're expecting to kill you on the boards. Listen, I get you. I get a lot of people, but no, Andrew Bynum, all those people, they averaged double. They were big men. Andrew Bynum had a great run for a good 2 years. You couldn't tell me he wasn't the top 5 centers in the league at that point. He actually came along.
My favorite highlight is him getting Shaq that first time, and Shaq getting so mad
he got his rings and fell off. I don't know what the heck happened to that kid. But guess what?
Wasn't it a Kardashian? Wasn't that another Kardashian?
Nah, I don't think it was. But if it was, man, that runs deep. Good Lord, that was like 12 years ago. But heck happened to that guy, right? But I'm just saying, like, you have to understand it's very situational. Yeah. Right. There's only so many KGs you're gonna have in the world. KG, you knew you were gonna get that, he was gonna get that rebound. He wanted that rebound. KG is I'm shaking that man's hand. He's a very frail guy. Well, not frail, but you get what I'm saying. Like, for him to be as big as he is,
for him to have as many rebounds as he had,
for him to do what he did at the time that he did it, I was expecting him to have a lot more like muscle or something like that. But he didn't. He was a frail dude who was just had a mentality like, all right, we just gonna box. And it's like, hey, you can't expect everybody to play like that. You can't. So let's be honest. You got to realize he's a finesse player. You need a legitimate big to put next to him for us to get the most out of him. Just like we need a legitimate point guard to get the most out of Zach. We need a legitimate point guard to get the most out of Gafford. We need a legitimate point guard to get the most out of this team. So we have 2 positions we have to fill for. I don't need an all-star center. I need a competent center who knows his role. I don't need an all-star point guard. I need a competent point guard who can give me 10, but is looking to pass and set up the offense first.
I'll tell you exactly who I would love right now. If Steven Adams is actually on the trade block, what can we do to go get him? I would love Steven Adams on this team right now.
Yeah, I would love to see him in this
team. Would love Steven Adams on this team right now. I agree with you. I think the paint is a major point of emphasis. While I love DG did some good things for the Bulls. And let's look at DG's stat line real quick. I didn't even see what he did tonight. Didn't do a ton offensively, but I know he came through defensively, which is what you want him to do. 4 points.
Why don't we kill Gafford for doing what he did?
Because we don't. Because Gafford got 6 rebounds.
Okay. But that's all he got.
That's all he's in there for.
He took 2 shots that were just oops.
Hey, look. And 2 for 2. That's all he's in there for. We're not expecting Daniel Gafford to come out and be an offensive threat. We're not expecting Daniel Gafford to come out offensively and attack the guy in front of him. We're expecting Daniel Gafford to go out there, play defense, and get rebounds. He's in there because Wendell Carter's hurt again. If Wendell Carter's here, he's not in there. Let's be honest. He's not in there. We saw games where Daniel Gafford didn't even get to play.
Oh, I saw Miles Turner coming to the chat. Hey, listen, Miles Turner is staying put. That dude ain't getting moved at all.
No, Indiana didn't gave up too much.
Y'all realize that he leads the league in blocks at like 4 blocks a game?
Yeah, that boy, he turned himself into a player. Let me tell you right now.
Man, listen, I would tell you right now.
But the big man position is absolutely an emphasis that needs to be addressed. I would honestly say to you, and let me see if you would go this far with me. If you had a big man, because I mean, you think about it, points in the paint, we gave up 50 tonight. We gave up 50 points in the paint tonight. Now they gave up 58, which is kind of surprising. I'm sorry, they gave up 62, which is kind of a surprising stat, especially for the Knicks.
It ain't surprising to me. You want to know why? Because we shot 16% from 3.
Yeah, they had no other option going. But
we ain't had no choice but to get in the paint. What you expect?
Well, I would expect. I think they kind of laxed up in the paint in that second half because in the first half wasn't nothing going down in there. But to me, I would say that you need to find your next big man, which I don't believe is Wendell Carter. Because for everybody who's clamoring that we need Wendell Carter back, they was getting this done to them with Wendell Carter in the game. I'm gonna be real with you. Wendell Carter's not slowing down Julius Randle, y'all. I'm sorry.
If anything, Julius Randle's gonna see him, his eyes gonna light up.
Oh my God. He's not slowing down Julius Randle. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like I get like everybody's like, wait for him to get better, wait for him to do this. You got to wait for this guy. I'm fine with waiting on these young guys to develop, but a lot of this is mindset. And if anybody's got the build, the man is what, 6'10", 7'6" wingspan.
I will say this: the Knicks, as a whole, outside of Robinson, don't have a lot of tall players, but they do have a lot of long arms. They're all like 6'7" or something like that, but they're not all 7 foot. When you have Wendell and Otto with with Laurie and stuff like that, we kind of have that same presence where we could kind of put up those same walls and make it tougher to get those rebounds and make it tough for them to get those second chance points. We just have bodies with long arms there.
Yeah.
So I think that's really what it is. I think he gets a lot of deflections and stuff like that. He probably does a lot that doesn't show up on a stat sheet. That some people that are really satisfied with his play, like relish in. But now one-on-one, I'm not going to leave him on an island like that.
And that's what I mean. You don't have that guy. You don't have that guy with that mindset at the 5. You're gonna have to go find. Well, I can't. I feel like DG's got the mindset, not the body. Like, I don't know. Maybe
it's the mindset, not the skill set yet.
That's a better way to put it, because I feel like I don't know what his weight is, but I feel like he weighs more than I think he does. But to me, the biggest thing, I would say, to the point I was going to make, and y'all let me know in the chat, I would say you need a legitimate big man to make Lauri Markkanen better, to make to help out in the paint, to snag rebounds, to be a threat, more than you need a legit point guard right now. Because if you cut down on the points in the paint, a lot of these games you come away with W's. I mean, the points in the paint this season have been disrespectfully bad.
I agree.
To bring out a Stephen A. Smith word, deplorable.
Deplorable. I agree, but I have to say this. By us going to get a solid big man first, we cut off scoring opportunities for some of our guards.
6'10", 234 for DG.
Yeah. But specifically Kobe White, because if he's not on, where is he going? He's beelining straight to the bucket, right? But if we have a legitimate big who knows what he can do, can move his weight down there, guess where we want him to be? In that paint. That lane is going to be clogged. That's going to cut off scoring opportunities for Kobe when he actually does get it going.
I agree. So, but to me, this is
kind of like you can't have one without the other. So
right. I like Rodrigo's points here, though. Second chance point killed us on this game, and they've honestly killed us a lot this season. And the second chance point this game was disrespectful. Like, Mitchell Robinson was just like, hey, Lowry, I'm going to need you to get up out my way as I take this ball out your hands on a free throw, and I kick it out to somebody for the 3.
But they rebounded us by 10.
Yeah, that
on the offensive rebound tip, they had 11 offensive rebounds to our 6.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you need that guy that can be down there and deter that. And we don't have that guy. And does that make Lowry's life easier on the other end? I would agree with that. I think they were hoping it was more of a guy. I think the Bulls are looking for a Bam Adebayo player.
I could get that.
A Bam Adebayo player because like you said, a Steven Adams clogs up the paint. Although Steven Adams, he know how to move. He'll figure out. I really like Steven Adams. I feel like he didn't get enough love out of OKC. Like, y'all got to see this man. You said what?
Right there. I'm gonna tap into that part right there.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna take you to a different team and bring you back. So I'm gonna take the scenic route, but follow me for a second. You see what LaMelo does with Charlotte?
Yeah.
Don't we got more talent than Charlotte?
Yeah, I would say we have a better number 1. Charlotte got some nice pieces down there with Malik Monk, LaMelo Ball.
That's not Gordon Hayward. I mean, yeah, Gordon is
Gordon Hayward, Devontae Graham. But I think Zach LaVine's better than Gordon Hayward.
Right.
Zach LaVine's a better number 1.
I think us going to make a move for Lonzo, who I think is only having a bad time because of Eric Bledsoe. I think Eric Bledsoe is really, he's not running that offense, but I do believe that Lonzo can run an offense just as good as LaMelo and create the same opportunities.
Yeah.
I think you bring him into this fold, he opens it up, he defends well. You give him credit for that. He's shooting better from three. We know he's a pass first point guard. Hey, he's close.
It is better. It is better. I don't want to see it, but it's better.
His form ain't as ugly anymore either. They don't rush him through it. Him working with JJ Redick has really helped him with that.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting him to come.
Can't you just see Lonzo coming into the first practice and shooting, and JJ walking in like, what
the heck is that, right?
No.
But realistically, he's available. They're looking to move him. He is what we're looking for. We're not looking for someone to give us 20 and stuff like that. We're looking for someone who wants to get the ball out, who wants to run that offense, and he does that.
Yeah,
he does. I don't think he's gotten a great opportunity to show that, but he does that. You see how he ran it with with Zion and stuff like that. He got him to rock. I honestly feel like he can do that. He can feed Zach and not have him carry the ball and get 6 turnovers. Zach is one of the highest. It was a top 15 in turnovers in the season. Was he top 4? I think he's top 4 in turnovers. Why? Because we're asking him to do stuff that Kobe should be doing. It's stuff like that.
It's a tough night to bring up Lonzo Ball when he's in a game with 10 points and no assists versus Phoenix right now.
10 points, no assists. Who's running point?
Has he not been running point for them? Has Eric Bledsoe been running point?
They literally have started him. Has started Eric. Had him come off the bench. They've really put him out of position.
Oh,
and for him to actually have 10 points, I'm surprised. I'm expecting Lonzo to give me 9, and 5, like or something like that.
He's definitely. Hold on, is this the right team? Oh, that's not the right team. That's why. Yeah, but 17 minutes, dog. No assists. That's a lot for Lonzo Ball. That's a lot. I mean, they winning, so I guess do what you do. But I just want to see. I want to see kind of what he's done this season. Oh, man, 27. Good Lord.
He just had a great game right after his brother.
I mean, I wanted to see because everybody in the chat was like, "Why would you bring up Lonzo Ball? Lonzo Ball's terrible. Lonzo Ball."
I don't listen to everybody in chat. There's no disrespect. I love our Breeze family, but hey, listen, some of the takes you all have on some people is just straight flat out dumb. I'll be honest with you, because Lonzo, we were all on the Lonzo train before they started putting Eric Bledsoe over him because they were looking.
And he really has regressed with Eric Bledsoe, bro.
As soon as Eric Bledsoe got there, he started having
12, 4, and 3. Wow.
It's a direct correlation. You can't sit there and say that you can't see that. If you can't see that, you're not paying attention to basketball. You're not. As soon as Eric Bledsoe gets there, the numbers drop. Why?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Are we gonna really have that conversation?
When I tell y'all last year, Lonzo was hooping. So it's definitely and I like this. Mike Mill kind of agreeing with you. Mike Millie, Lonzo regressed because of the situation. To me, the thing that you have to look at, and I'm not ready to start trading off major pieces, y'all. I'm not really even ready to start trading off the pieces you have because I would rather see. You got how long are NBA rookie contracts? 4 years, right?
Don't quote me on that one.
I believe 4.
In the chat, I think you're right though.
I think it's 4. I think it's 4 with a 5th year. That might be NFL. I might be wrong on that. It might just be 4. I think it is 4 because Larry's on his deal right now. Yeah. So I would rather see you ride out Kobe White for more than just this season because I want to see, okay, well, if we put you in a different, hold on, listen to me.
Oh my God.
And I'll tell you why, because how many players have we seen have that sophomore slump?
My nigga, it's not a sophomore slump, Pat. it's not a sophomore slump.
Whatever it may be.
You know, you got almost made me lose my religion out here. You see, I'm trying to be all pastoral. Stop playing.
Here's the thing, though. I would rather see about him because is his stock high? There's no stock for him. So keeping him around, it's not like you're going to trade him and go get a number 1. It's not like you're going to trade him and go get a number 2. Right now, his stock is terrible because he's playing terrible. And so to me, you have to look at it and say, okay, would I rather get a little feedback from you? Would I rather See if this kid can come out of it or give up on him too early.
I absolutely love that excuse. He hasn't played 82 games yet. You know what? There's a lot of people who haven't played a full 82 games yet, but the narrative about their careers are totally different. I'm not trying to hear that. You're on the freaking floor. Get over it. You're on the floor.
What are you gonna get rid of him for? He doesn't add to a package.
At this point, I've given him away for a pack of Skittles for all I give a goddamn.
But
I'm not getting much back from him.
What does keeping him do? I think at a certain point with a good coach, which we all believe Billy Donovan is, he's gonna fall out of the rotation, or he's gonna fall to a bench situation, and eventually he becomes Denzel Valentine.
I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. If everybody wants to talk about who we need to make a move for, I'll tell you who's on the move right now, and this is a legit fact. I'll tell you who's potentially on the move for some pieces, and that if we want to sit there and compare them to, Porzingis is on the move. Kemba Walker is potentially on the move. All of those trade rumors have merit. All of those trade rumors have merit because they haven't been producing. In fact, their teams have gotten worse while they play. And so at this point, if you really want to make some moves, I'm gonna go after one of them guys.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at either one of those.
Kemba Walker. Why would I go get Kemba Walker when he shoots just like Kobe?
Because Kemba Walker can score.
Kemba Walker ain't been cardiac Kemba since he got to Boston. Kemba Walker shoots worse than Russell Westbrook. Has worse assist numbers too. It's just the name. It's just the name. And he's a liability on defense. So I wouldn't trade for him. I wouldn't trade for him at all.
You just asked me the other day about Kemba Walker.
I did ask you, but I ain't asked the chat.
Right. Let me try to hear you out, man.
I just asked what your thoughts was. Listen, at this point, I'd rather go get a Derrick Rose because guess what? At least I know what he gonna get me.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker, listen, look up Kemba Walker numbers. Tell me that you would go get that player and take it all the way back to Charlotte. Tell me he's worth that investment. Right next to a Zach. He's not.
Kemba Walker, 15 points a game, 4 assists a game, 3 rebounds. Nope.
Look at his shooting percentage, career-wise.
It's
horrible.
I think the thing I'm saying is, I keep hitting the same app. The thing I'm saying is, you don't lose anything by keeping Kobe around. You're not going to gain anything by getting rid of him. The only thing you gain is you personally have peace of mind.
Personally have peace of mind on what? I'm
talking about you.
Everything if you're in the right situation.
I'm talking about you personally have peace of mind because
I don't care about that. I want to play winning basketball. I don't see winning basketball being translated with having Kobe White on the floor. I don't give me the win correlation with him on the floor.
Do I think that it's helping? No. I'm not saying that he's playing well. But how many teams that we've seen be like, this guy's garbage, they throw him out, and then all of a sudden he goes somewhere else and he's successful? I don't like giving up on dudes too early.
I would take that chance because you know what? I tell you what, I know me and you are not big on the move, and a lot of people in the chat say we should do it. But guess what? Derrick Rose is playing 22 minutes. Kobe White is averaging over 30. Guess who has the highest points per game? Guess what the similarities are on assist numbers? Very within reason. So you mean to tell me if I don't give Derrick Rose more minutes, he's not gonna give me more? Derrick Rose even got a game winner this season, don't he? I believe he does. You mean to tell me he ain't gonna give me more?
Is trading Kobe gonna bring back Derrick?
Hey, listen, if it does, I would.
I don't think they would give you Derrick for Kobe right now.
If it does, I would. Hey, listen, you could take Kobe and you could take one other person. Go ahead and give him Felicio. They tanking anyway. They're the worst in the league. They getting rid of people. The only person they ain't gonna trade is Jeremy Grant, who's having a heck of a season. And I can't believe I'm even saying that. Bro. Jeremy Grant is having a season.
Jeremy Grant out here hooping. It's hilarious.
Now you all getting a great post game. Now we actually getting into it. I really I attack some of these narratives because they're stupid. They stupid. Kobe White is not our guy. We know that. We definitely need a big. We know that.
But the same argument that you are having about Lowry, you can have about Kobe. He playing out of position. Now he's playing poorly out of position. Lowry's still playing well.
I give you that. Guess what? He's playing out of position. That's true. But who you gonna move? Because I like Zach exactly where he is.
Hey,
so guess who I don't need? I don't need Kobe.
I said, it's let him be a 6-man. Because as a 6-man, you know what your responsibility is? Go score. You're putting too much on the kid.
Then you know what that means? I got to get somebody to start for him, which means I still got to go get that point guard.
Oh, I agree with you. But Kobe White ain't bringing that back.
But guess what? I don't need Kobe White, and his production is expendable in that case because guess what? I got my 2. He's my star player. He's the face of my freaking franchise. So I don't like you. You can't even cut your hair for the game. I don't like
you. Let me ask you this. Would you keep Denzel Valentine over Kobe White?
Listen, I put them both in the package since Denzel stock is rising.
No. Because you gonna get Denzel stock is what? Denzel stock right now is GameStop. That mug had a nice game and it's gonna drop right back down the next game.
What's funny is Denzel was GameStop when they was getting pumped, and Kobe White is GameStop after it's being sold off. That's what it looks like. Don't play with me, Pat.
This is the thing. They're both expendable pieces. But I would rather see. I've seen a lot of Denzel Valentine. A lot. Too much. Confused why we extended him.
Why don't he get the same excuse? All he had was Jim Borland.
Nah, he had Fred Hoiberg too.
Fred Hoiberg. Really?
Hey, if nothing else, if nothing else, Fred was gonna put him out there.
Fred, really? Fred.
If nothing else, Fred was gonna put him out there. I was seeing 26 minutes of Denzel Valentine, bro. Come on, dog. You don't know this struggle.
Man, I ain't trying to hear that. you owe one
but
today,
to me,
man.
I'm just saying.
I love you, bro. I really do.
I'm mad. I'm mad that you've allowed this debate to go on this long because I had no intentions of doing it. The whole point of me bringing
the conversation and the whole chat is loving it.
The whole point of me bringing up Kobe White was to say I'm not one of those guys that will get them out of here just because he's having a bad season right now, or because he's only been in the league 2 years. And that's just me. I'm willing to be like, can you do something? Let's see if we can put you here. Let's see if we can put you here. You're going to do something. If you don't do something by year 3, we're going to move you on. Because guess what?
What's funny about you saying that? RJ Barrett only been in the league how long? And
well,
you see how that narrative fold like a deck of cards? Man, I ain't trying to hear that.
Hey, look. But let me.
RJ Barrett was supposed to be trash. He been in the league same amount of time.
But let me ask you this. Did you watch RJ Barrett last year?
I'm waiting.
Did you watch RJ Barrett last year?
I did.
RJ Barrett was buns.
I'm gonna go on a limb.
Buns.
I said that RJ.
Buns.
I went on a limb and said that RJ was probably going to have a better career, especially longevity, than Zion, based off how he looked his first couple of games. Right? That's what I said. I was wrong. And I'm wrong because Zion is out there looking like a man child, like he's a man amongst men right now. So I was wrong. I was wrong, but long term, I was like, okay, I think RJ has the skill sets that's going to give him a longer career in the NBA, and he probably is going to be on the uptick when Zion is probably going to plateau pretty soon. That's what I said.
Yeah,
that base, but RJ is definitely on the uptick. He's definitely doing better than he was. So, I mean,
RJ right now is playing better. But if you had got rid of RJ when he was playing like he was playing last season,
it'd have been too soon. Just like it was too soon to get rid of Lonzo, to be honest with you. I think the Lakers should have kept Lonzo. I think a lot of young players.
It cracks me up when they like, man, we just need solid point guard playing. We'll be a next level team. And I'm like, you got Rondo sitting on the bench and you sent Lonzo Ball to New Orleans. What you looking for?
It'd be the craziest thing though. It's like you want good solid point guard play, but you got your power forward taking the ball up every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You don't want a point guard. You just want to blame somebody.
Right.
That's all it is. Let's be real.
Yeah, for sure.
But the crazy thing that we ain't talked about this whole time is how many free agents that we could actually go get to shape this team up differently, put them on a 1-year contract, and then have enough cap space for the next season to make some moves.
But I'm not mad at it because this is and how many times have we said this season? Let me get a sip.
Evaluation. Listen, I'll tell you this.
It's an evaluation year. And so you're not going to see Kobe White move. You're not going to see Wendell move. You're not going to see Larry Marketing move. You know why? Because AK wants to know, are these guys a part of the future? If him and Billy Donovan sit down at the end of this season and they like, so we started Kobe all year and he got more turnovers than he do assists.
It shouldn't take us a year to realize that 20 games is enough. 20 games in a short season is enough
for you. But because we've been watching this
for anybody.
Because we've been watching this.
You think that's their job? 20 games is enough.
Hey, look, that is their job. But
what more do you want? What more do you want? I got you a better coach. I put you in a system where you start. I gave you more minutes. I give you the shot attempts.
I agree.
How much longer do you want?
I'm not disagreeing with you, but you want to know why they're gonna keep him around all season? Because for once, there's somebody who's not in the Bulls organization and probably never looked at a game of Kobe White. Probably looked at Kobe White in the draft and was like, yeah, we're probably gonna go Michael Porter Jr. on that one.
Who, interestingly enough, may be made available because they can't find minutes for that man.
Yeah. Gee, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what they're doing out in Denver, bro. Mike Malone got to go, dog. Hey, Mike Malone look real good because Jokic is making it happen. But you are benching somebody. Now, I will say, I want to see him here, but somebody got to put a defensive battery in his back because I've never seen an NBA player play defense that bad. I saw it once when J.R. Smith. When J.R. Smith shook somebody's hand on the sideline and his man got a free layup. That's the only time there was worse defense than what I've seen Michael Porter Jr. do in an active game. To me, this is going to be a full year of eval.
I don't need a full year of behind the back raps do a double team trying to split defenses and losing the ball. I don't need a whole year of you coming down, stutter step, spin, losing the ball like we had export. I don't need a whole season of that. I don't need a whole season of you putting my best player in a position where he has to play point, racking up the most, some of the most turnovers in the league because you can't do your job effectively. Guess what? I don't care if you're 20. Because I got Pat Williams, who I just drafted, who ain't had a training camp, don't even know who these people are, guarding the best people in the world, and I'm expecting him to do his job. Guess what? You can come bring the ball up and not turn it over. 2 years into the thing. I'm not trying to hear a whole, we ain't have a training camp and stuff like that.
You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that.
That's what people that get the same way you feel about Javon Williams and all them people on the Chicago Bears. That's how I feel about the Chicago Bulls when it comes to Kobe.
But you don't want to hear that. No. This is the thing. Javon Williams is different because there's a better option.
Well, whatever. Hey, I got a better option at the 2 guard. His name is Zach LaVine. I agree, but you ain't got a better option at the point right now. Hey, listen, I tell you what, I can start Sato and go make a move for MPJ and start Sato and Zach LaVine, MPJ, Laurie Marketing, and whoever else I want to throw. I'll throw Gafford in there. And guess what? I'll probably put up more points than I'm putting up now and be just as competitive.
And you still can't play no defense. And you still can't play no defense. And you still can't play no defense. That's what it is. I don't know what y'all expected the Bulls to look like this season. This is exactly what I expected them to look like. Do I want them to win more? Yeah. Did I want them to win this game versus the Knicks? Yeah. We came into this game knowing Thibs was not going to let that happen. We came into this game knowing Thibs was going to be like, do your job. And he was not going to let
Mike,
that happen.
I appreciate you coming through, bro. I appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you, Mike. Listen, let me ask you a quick question before we wrap up, because I know we're about to do it. This is a serious question. Do you keep Kobe White in his poor production at the risk of losing Zach LaVine?
Has Zach LaVine given you the inclination that he's leaving?
The man just said the man has posted on Twitter that he wanted to sign Isaiah Thomas, who plays the point guard position.
Agreed, but he's also boys with Isaiah Thomas. And at the time when he said that, Sato was out with COVID.
Do you think, let me ask you this, would you risk it, for one? For two,
if Zach LaVine gave you the inclination that he was leaving, because Bulls fans just believe this. Zach ain't said nothing. Nobody is saying nothing. Bulls fans really just believe Zach is going to leave.
Here's the question. Would you not ask for a trade if you have to go through another season where you don't see any real growth?
You ain't seen growth this season?
I've not seen growth in Kobe White this season.
Okay, Kobe White. Have you seen growth in the Chicago Bulls this season?
I saw a change in head coaching, and coaching means a lot.
It means a lot. It means a lot,
right?
But it's Thaddeus Young playing better. I mean, I go one better. I don't think Garrett Temple was playing this good on Brooklyn, and he was playing pretty good on Brooklyn.
I don't think he had a great opportunity on Brooklyn either.
Me neither. But he's getting put in the opportunity. He's getting put in the situations, and he's playing. He's 34 years old. This man is playing lights out. Who is this man? But I think.
Great. But you have not answered the question. I gotta press you. Would you risk losing your face of your franchise potentially?
Would I risk it? No, not for Kobe White. But you're saying that based on an assumption that Zach LaVine is leaving, that nobody in the Bulls organization is brought up. The only people bringing up trade scenarios are other teams and the media.
Let me ask you this.
We got to stop doing that.
Based off
you got to stop doing that. You're torturing yourselves in Chicago.
Based off what you've seen, based off what you feel, with the production we're getting out of them, let's just say this is more than a sophomore slump. Let's say we go another 15 games this way, and we got 72 this season, right?
I do this. Billy Donovan's a smart head coach, right? Will Billy Donovan leave him in there?
Kobe White is better than Sato. His potential is higher. His ceiling is higher.
His potential is higher. Sato was out to COVID. Sato was out due to COVID, and Sato playing better than Kobe is in this game. Sato missed 12 games due to COVID? Pretty much.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, like, I trust Billy Donovan and AK and Mark Eversley to make the right decision at the end of the day. I trust them to look at it and say, you know what? Because I think with how the East is shaping up, even with this loss, the Bulls are still going to be around a 500 middling team. What are we, 4 under right now? They're going to streak where they win 4. They're going to streak where they win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game.
I look at the schedule. We're not going to go on that streak. The way the schedule plays out until the end of March, we're not going to go on that streak.
We play Orlando twice the next 2 games.
So we're going to beat Orlando. Okay, great.
Orlando has nobody. Hold on, let me pull this after that. We're 4 games under 500 right now. You got Orlando twice. You got the Wizards again.
We're gonna lose to that.
You wild. I would love to see it. If they lose to the Wizards, it'd be interesting. You got the Pelicans. The Pelicans. Who knows which Pelicans you gonna get that night?
Who gonna stick Zion?
Nobody. Who gonna stick Zion in the NBA? I saw Zion. Hey, look. I saw Zion bump AD 40 feet the other day.
Who's going to stick Brandon Ingram? We talk about Zion so much, but we forget B.I. is killing.
I can see P. Will playing B.I. nice.
I see P. Will getting cooked. That's what I see. And guess what? I don't expect that rookie to go up against all this. B.I. is getting busy.
Even so. You got the Clippers. That's an L. I'm assuming that's an L. You got the Pacers. That's an iffy. You got the Hornets. What Pacers team you looking at?
The Pacers team that just played today?
The Pacers are 12-10, but they very up and down too. Sabonis been playing well, and Miles Turner been playing well.
Oh, so 2 big men. That's what you're saying. 2 big men against our big man. That's why it's an L. That's why it's an L.
But what else? But what else are they? What are they gonna do to the Bulls that hasn't already been done to them all season in the paint?
That's not a good excuse. That's not a good excuse.
Hey, look, I'm not saying it's good. Your team's 8-11. Why is your team 8-11? Because they've been getting cooked in the paint every game.
So you're gonna give them against listen, they gonna cook us in the paint.
I'm saying these are not games that it's like we're dealing with the Bulls based on the fact that they just lost tonight to the Knicks. Which, by the way,
that's a great point. That 4-game win streak would have been beating the Knicks twice, beating Orlando twice, and riding off into the sunset of that. Because we're gonna struggle with the rest of this.
Who is? I mean, you struggle with this. This is who your team is. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna win. You're gonna lose. This team at the end of the season is gonna be either a little below, right at 500, or maybe 2 games above. Now, you're gonna win and you're gonna lose. This is what this season is gonna be. I don't know. Y'all trying to make moves for players that are long-term players on a team that is not long-term. How many of these players are gonna be here next year?
But before we go through the whole. See, now you can't say stuff like that and then say we shouldn't move nobody. If we know, I was about to get real ghetto with you. If we know people are not going to be here, man, that's real tough. I wonder how they do that live on air and not do that. They must have.
Hey, kid.
I would drop the M-bomb like 30 times with this drink.
There's a dump button.
It must be something. They gotta stop and pause. I mean, they be keeping composure. I gotta use better words. But listen. I'm not sitting here saying that the Bulls are going to be complete trash, but what I am saying is to get to where we want to go, the pieces that need to be moved, we might as well cut the dead weight while we have a chance. We might as well cut the dead weight. We might as well cut it down. I don't need to go through this experiment the rest of the year to evaluate somebody I know I'm not going to keep. If we keep Kobe White, guess what? It's because we couldn't get anybody else.
So then
he's that trash to me. I
It,
will go long on Larry Markkinen before I ever go long on Kobe White.
And why? Because he can give you 20 one night and he can give you 2 the next.
I mean, like, better than Kobe giving me 0 and a bunch of turnovers.
Yeah, I mean,
they give me seeing Kobe like, oh man, Kobe White got the ball. I hope he don't turn it
over. They're going through cycles. When Kobe dropped 35 in Sacramento, couldn't nobody say nothing to him. When Larry dropped 30 on the Knicks, can't nobody say nothing to him. You know what they do the next night? They go out and they put up 8. They go out and they put up 10. This is why you're evaluating these players.
This is my mic drop for you. I want you to do this on air right now. I want you to pull up the last 12 games from Larry and put up the last 12 games from Kobe. I want you.
Larry's played better. I don't have to. I know it. Larry's played better. And yet we still sitting here tonight and we attacked Larry just like we attacking Kobe.
You attacked Larry. I said we was playing him out of position. He had no potential. Kobe, listen.
Is Kobe not playing out of position?
Kobe is playing out of position, but he's still a ball handler.
Is Kobe not playing out of position?
Kobe's still playing out of position, but he's still a ball handler.
Mm-hmm.
Who you admitted don't look good handling the ball.
He doesn't. I'm not trying to tell you that Kobe
White
is great.
That you can do well, and I expect you to do well. You don't look good doing.
I'm not trying to tell you. I'm not trying to tell you that Kobe White is great. What I'm trying to tell you is that this is an evaluation year. At the end of the year, Larry could keep doing this same thing all season. 30 points, 5. 30 points, 5. You know what I would do with a player like that? I would go to him at the end of the year and I'd be like, all right, look, we got $80 million over 5 years. You taking it? Because that's the kind of production that you're giving me. I'm not giving you 120. I'm not giving you, ain't no way in the world I'm giving you Jason Tatum money. Ain't no way in the world I'm giving you. No, you're not worth it.
According to Half the Breeze Nation, we didn't want to give Zach LaVine Jason Tatum money. He definitely worth every penny of it.
You can't compare what Garpax did to what we got now. That was stupid. What? Hey, for you looking like Will Smith. New hotness, old and busted.
Look right here.
New hotness.
Look right here.
Old and busted. You know what I'm saying?
Look right here, dog. Look right here.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to bring up Garpax moves. New hotness. Old and busted. I'm not saying Kobe White is the end all be all. I'm not saying that we should keep him forever. I'm just telling you that this team is not going nowhere. We are not going to sneak in as the 8th seed and go win a championship. This is a year for AK to sit down and see the players that he didn't get a chance to see because he was in the West Coast and the Bulls were so bad, wouldn't nobody turn him on.
I see one more person say Kobe White just turned 20. That don't mean nothing to me.
Hey, look. So did Ja Morant.
Absolutely. Listen, so did Ja Morant. Listen, I'm gonna give you another one. Real quick. And then I'm like, I love the fact that we had this conversation.
We went way deeper than I was expecting. This started on a comment based on the fact I still never said what I was gonna say. I still never said what I was gonna say. It's gone now.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
I am, but I'm not. But I am. Yeah, you know who just turned 22? Tyrese Halliburton, whose trajectory looks way better than Kobe's.
He's playing.
What?
Hey, look. Kobe had a February.
He had a February?
30 points a game. What, 6-7 games straight?
It's February 3rd. What was he talking about? He had a February.
Last February. Every Garpax player has a February, bro. Nico Mirotic had a February. Larry Markkinen had a February. Kobe White had a February.
Kobe had a January. Show
me production over a season. Because if we looked at what we saw in a month of Kobe White, which is pretty much what we had to go on coming into this season, we would say, man, that guy's going to be a great scorer. And he's not right now. So Halliburton is playing his butt off right now, killing it. Looks real good. But
I hate the fact that you keep saying we saw a month of Kobe White and all that stuff. Listen, I will let you know something. This is my respect for you. I respect you so much that when you say, man, listen, he had potential. Look at the numbers that Kobe White when he got most of them points last season. In garbage time minutes.
No. He had those games against OKC where he started that entire game.
That's one.
What you want me to go back through all of it again? How you score 30 points in garbage time minutes?
Oh, it's very easy. I see a lot of people do it.
Stop. You could call it a garbage time game because the Bulls were going to lose the game either way, but it's not garbage time minutes. Like that just sound goofy.
That's one game.
What you want me to go back and look up every game he scored 30 in last?
Listen, you do what you do, bro. You do what you do. All I gotta say is Kobe White is a very, very discounted Jamal Murray. And depending on which Jamal Murray you get, it ain't all that great. So hey, listen. You know what? That's not even saying Jamal Murray's playing down because he got a good team around him. Kobe White just sucked. So that's that. I'll leave that at that. I'm gonna let you go ahead and deal that up. Go do your Googles. Google him. That's what you do. You Google him.
Google him.
Hey, T-Mac know what it is. 30 points in garbage time. LeBron 2014 finals. Hey, listen. LeBron got a bunch of games stat padding. I want you to know that too. But that's a whole different game. Anyway. What's the prediction for Orlando so we get up out of here? We didn't argue for 30 minutes. This was actually kind of fun. If you all want to see us debate it out one good time in the suit, you all let us know. I kind of want to do it one good time because I feel like we actually put on a better show than I'm not gonna say no names because I hope to actually meet these people one day. So I'm not gonna do that. But it was a good show. It was good. It felt good.
Hey, I just came up with the national show the whole time. They don't even know what's going on. We gonna get up out of here, man. I got a dub versus Orlando. Bulls gonna get a win there. I mean, Orlando's literally running me, P.Kidd, Marcus Couch, Nikola Vucevic, and the Bulls logo head right here out on the court. So,
All right. So here's the question.
Crick got a little spice for you. He's not a scrub. He's struggling, but not a scrub.
Okay, I got you. I got something for you and Crit. Check this out. I got a man by the name of Cole Anthony that just got drafted. Y'all remember Cole Anthony?
Yep.
He's actually shorter than Kobe White too. Shorter, less experience, no training camp, rookie, fresh meat, right? That's facts, right? Y'all with me? He outperforms Kobe White both games. We got a problem. If he outperforms Kobe White both games, we have a problem. Because you ain't gonna be able to say, "Oh, he got this." You ain't gonna be able to say he get averaging more minutes. You ain't gonna be able to say he got the keys. Kobe White is a starter on a team that needs his production. If a rookie comes in and outperforms him at the same position on the worst team both games, I'm not trying to hear nothing you all got to say.
Let me tell you this: Kobe White, to go back to these garbage time games you think he had, Kobe White is the only rookie ever
For the Bulls or ever
NBA history to have 3 back-to-back 30-point games. Back-to-back 30-point games. Joining
those games
as the only other rookie to have back-to-back 30-point games.
Did we win those games?
Actually, yeah. That was the month that we was winning games, actually.
Okay.
So yeah, that's when we beat OKC twice. And so, but that's the thing.
Wait. Hold on, wait. That's my hands off a little bit. I want to give you an appropriate clap. Right?
No, but this is what I'm saying. He had a month. Is he playing that way right now? No. He had a month. So when you bring up all these rookies that are having a month or a good start to the season, a good first 20 games, let's see how many of them is legit by the end of this season. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it on that.
I got a Bulls dub over Orlando, but I got Cole Anthony outscoring Kobe White.
See, this is such a personal beef for you.
It's personal between you and I at this point.
Did Kobe take your spot on a team at some point?
Oh,
Was you supposed to be on a tournament team and Kobe took your spot? Be honest with me.
You know what it is? Kobe White is wasting space and time on this starting roster, and I have an issue.
You don't even have this kind of smoke for Denzel Valentine, who literally is wasting space. Cristiano Felicio got in the game, and you've been more praiseful of him than Kobe White.
Because real talk, Cristiano Felicio is actually the most efficient person on the team when he's on the floor.
Only played 10 minutes this season.
Hey, listen, I can't have smoke for somebody who's efficient when he gets on the floor. Do I like him? No, but he's the most efficient person on the floor for the Bulls. Do I like Denzel Valentine's push shot? But no, he gave me more points than Kobe White in the last month. I don't like it.
Hey, dog, that's a stretch, dog. That's a stretch. You went too far.
Last 2 weeks.
You went too far out on that limb there, dog.
Hey, listen, Denzel Valentine can definitely come get 5-6 buckets. I definitely don't think he's good, but for some odd reason, he's hitting shots and he's shooting. He's playing good ball. He's impacting the game. When we see Kobe White come down the floor, we're 50-50. We're like, man, we hope he does something good. And then he fails me. Like, no, I'm sorry. After a while.
Legitimately, he's only had one good game this season.
Who?
Kobe. 2. Because even his 36-point game, he was 15 for 23. Yeah, that's not bad. 15 for 23, 11 for 17, and 7 for 14 are his 3 best games this season. Other than that, 4 for 10, 8 for 19, 5 for 16, 4 for 13.
I love Godwin and Michael. Listen, we don't need all this evaluation. We're definitely not evaluating. I just got smoked for Kobe White. That's all it is. I have my Stephen A rant because I wore my Stephen A.
He really did, bro. I had no intentions of going down this rabbit hole.
I had my Stephen A rant with my Stephen A suit, and I wanted to be Stephen A for the day. So guess what? I got it out my system.
You didn't even give me no good words.
What you mean?
I gave you the better words. I didn't get no deplorable, despicable. Fam, we've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. We are going to get up out of here. It is your boy, Pat the Designer, P.Kidd. I appreciate you for joining me, Brody, bro. Absolutely. I'm not sure what all this smoke is for Kobe White that he has, but this man has got a personal beef with this man. He had to take one of your high school girlfriends or something. We're going to have to figure it out.
If same high school as me, then he perpetrating right now. I'm just
you had a short out of North Carolina that he snatched up or something. This hate is wild out here. But we are going to get up out of here, man, to continue watching the Bulls content. Make sure y'all click the link that'll be somewhere on the screen. I'm never sure how it's oriented. I think it's going to be next to P.Kidd over there somewhere. Or check the links in the description below. Also, if you are a Bulls fan, check out the link or check out our latest Bulls video, not the live game, but the one before that, evaluating the Bulls through 20 games, which is kind of just a lot of the conversation that you had here, except we go into more than just Kobe White. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. It's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. To continue. Y'all stay safe. You done threw me off, God dang it, with this Kobe White hate. Peace.